It soars 8,850 metres into the heavens. To climb it might seem crazy, but there is something about Everest that attracts people from all over the world. 2 weeks ago, 21-year-old Anton Phillips flew off to Kathmandu and lived out his dream to climb to the base camp of Mount Everest.
After growing up with all of Dad's stories, it dawned on me that I wanted to travel and experience the world in as many ways as I could. I've been studying for 15 years and I just figured it was ideal to get as many experiences while I'm young, fit and resilient. Funding the trip wasn't really an issue at this point in my life. I've been saving for some time and my grandmother's inheritance, who passed away last year, was really helpful. She always had such a great sense of adventure, so I figured it was the best way to remember her.
It took 10 days to climb to base camp and 4 days to climb down. A total of 14 days to fulfill his dream.
The Himalayas was an amazing place. You couldn't turn your head without being faced with an indescribable sight. Watching the sun rise over Mount Everest was simply majestic.
It was an experience that challenged Anton in every way possible.
Emotional stress was a challenge. It controlled my moods and spirits. Combating that and getting home without breaking down was by far the hardest part of my trip.
Anton would endure weekly cardiovascular work in the months leading up, in order to get physically prepared for his hike up Mount Everest.
Most days I'd go for 5-kilometre runs around the suburbs of Adelaide. I'd ride my bike as much as I could, mostly into uni. It was good having a few mates that were keen to get out and climb Mount Lofty with me at least once or twice a week. Altitude sickness can take anyone at any time. You see so often helicopters headed back and forth on rescue missions. I would consider myself lucky that the headaches I got could be controlled with Panadol and Nurofen.
The trip changed Anton in a way that made him really appreciate all the wonders the world has to offer.
For me, this trip certainly reiterated the fact that I love adventure. I loved seeing places and meeting people that I wouldn't usually experience in everyday life or little old Adelaide.
Anton hopes to inspire other university students like himself to do the same.
I would certainly recommend the trip. While I can assure you'll hate me for a while, it is a great adventure and not for the faint-hearted. If you're happy to push your body and mind to a point of exhaustion, you'll love it. Keep in mind, in no way is it just a hike. It's the ultimate mental test.